Hey everybody, so Arlo and I are out and about looking for mushrooms again today. It's a nice drizzly day and I just came across this beautiful Amanita muscaria. Probably my favorite mushroom of all mushrooms to find in the forest. It's probably the most beautiful and it's probably the most recognizable mushroom there is. I mean, everybody has seen this either in Mario or in cartoons or TV. You know, it's like the quintessential stereotypical mushroom, the little gnome sitting under it or something like that. Now, you can tell it's an Amanita because of the structure of it. This is called the vulva. This is a kind of bulb-like, egg-like structure on the bottom. Now, when it's under the ground, it's in this sort of vulva. It's in the egg, and it emerges from the egg, and then it's covered with this veil, which breaks apart and then forms these little dots on here, which is so beautiful. Now, it ranges from either yellow, light orange to this beautiful red color. Now, you can't just eat this mushroom raw like this. It can make you sick. What you need to do, it needs to be processed in a specific way. It's not a poisonous mushroom. It is a psychoactive mushroom, and shamans have been using this mushroom for its psychoactive properties for thousands of years in Siberia, in Scandinavia. Now, if you did want to eat it, you would need to boil it in water and then change, and do that like 3 or 4 times, changing the water each time, which helps to remove the chemicals that are in it and makes it more like an edible mushroom. But that seems kind of silly to me. I mean, that washes out all the flavor too. Anyway, the Amanita muscaria, one of the most beautiful mushrooms in the forest. I love finding these. And it does have white gills. You can't see that right now because this is a young one, but let's see. Actually, it does have white gills, and if you were to make a spore print with this, it would have white spots. Well, it got super hot today, at least hot for up here. It's in the mid-80s. And it's super sunny. I'd started out cloudy and we had a little bit of rain, but sun came out and now it's pretty warm. Well, this mushroom here is another Amanita, but this Amanita is a delicious edible mushroom. This is called the Sun Caesar or the Southwest Caesar's Amanita. Now, these are some nice little young ones here popping up out of the dirt here, let's see if we can get this out of here with the whole structure, whole mushroom out of here. Here we go, perfect. Now, this is an Amanita mushroom, just like the Amanita muscaria, which we were talking about earlier, and it does have that vulva, that structure, that egg-like structure that's on the bottom, which the mushroom emerges from. But in this case, the vulva is very much more pronounced than in the Amanita muscaria. You can see it's just like very cottony, very large structure. Now, the Caesar's Amanita is a very delicious mushroom, and one of the cool things about it is you can eat this mushroom raw. Most wild mushrooms, you want to make sure you cook them first before you eat them. But in this case, this is one of the few mushrooms, along with the porcini, that you can actually eat raw. It is relatively easy to identify. That being the most prominent identifying structure is this vulva, this large cottony vulva, but also it has this bright yellow to orange cap, and this is a very small one. Normally when you find them, they're large and they can get really huge. One of the other identifying things is that it has this bright yellow stem, and then if you were to look underneath, it has this, here, let me remove this so you can see it better. It has bright yellow gills, which is hugely important. You never want to consume any, well, with very few exceptions, any white gilled Amanitas, but this one has bright yellow gills under here, which is another one of its identifying features. Now, this mushroom is, although it's relatively easy to identify, it's not considered a beginner's mushroom, mainly because it is in the genus of the Amanita, which contains some of the most poisonous mushrooms in the world. But I would suggest that you kind of avoid this mushroom until you maybe go out with someone that has a little bit more experience and can identify these and show you exactly what they are. Basically, any Amanita mushroom should be avoided unless you're 100% sure what it is. But this, that being said, this is a delicious edible mushroom. Now, this mushroom can be eaten raw, which is how I'm going to use it, but it can be cooked. But I like it raw because it has a nice, delicate flavor, and it has a very crisp texture, and it's perfect for that. So I'm gonna get, there's another one right here, another little one. I'm gonna set this one here. There's another little one right here. See if we can get this one up. Look at that. There it is. And I didn't get the whole structure there. But there you go. This is called Sun Caesar, or Southwestern Caesar's Amanita. I'm not sure if they call it the Sun Caesar because it has this beautiful gold sun-like color, or because, as I found it, you often find them out in these sort of patchy areas in between the trees or along the roads, and very sunny, so I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, very delicious mushroom. Thought we'd take a little hike in the pines here. With the sun out, the lighting's really nice. It looks really beautiful. Here's the ball. Ball. Okay, ready? Ready? Go get it. What you doing? What'd you find? Got some good? funny, I was driving out here and I passed by a Jeep pulling a razor on a little trailer, or you know, some sort of side-by-side, whatever. And I was thinking to myself, oh, they must want the razor so they can go on all those back roads and feel the wind in their hair and all that. And hello, that's what a Jeep is for. Anyway, people are silly. Here you go, bud. Here you go, bud. Yeah. It's warm today. Jeez. I drink myself. Hi, hey Ar, how are ya? There you are. Hey buddy. We decided that we would make something with those Southwest Caesar's Amanitas. And I was trying to think, what am I going to make with these mushrooms? And I know it's probably low-hanging fruit, but I'm going to make a Southwest Caesar salad with a Southwest Caesar Amanita. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. So I am going to add some chiltepines, which it wouldn't be a recipe of mine without chiltepines in it, would it? So anyway, this is what we have to work with today. Okay. So here I have my romaine ready, and I didn't make croutons, but I have some nice bread here. And then ingredients for our salad, we have our anchovy, we have garlic, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, we have the egg yolk, lime juice, the actual Caesar's Amanitas. Here I have those chiltepines, have a little Parmesan cheese, and then of course the olive oil here. I'm going to slice these up nice and thin. Oh, this way. Still a little dirt on there, but hey, you know, that's all part of it. I did rinse them off, and a little bit of the forest floor is just a little bit of the flavor, a little of the terroir. Okay. Smash a little bit, I don't want to lose all my stuff here. See, I got a couple of these anchovies. That's pretty good. All right, I chopped that up a little rustic, but we're out in the woods, so this is a little rough chop, little rustic Caesar salad here. So should be good though. Okay, so over here I have my egg yolk in the bowl, so I'm going to put the anchovies and the garlic into that bowl. So now we have our anchovies, our garlic, our egg yolk, a little bit of Dijon mustard here, and then to that I'm going to add a little bit of the Worcestershire sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, and then lime juice. I'll put about half of a lime in there. And I'm going to start getting that together. And then I'm going to add some olive oil to that. A little more olive oil.
set this down here. It'll stay. And then I'm going to add some of our Parmesan cheese to this here. And
all right, that looks pretty good. That's our rustic Caesar dressing. Basically classic Caesar, except for the fact that normally I would drizzle the olive oil into the egg yolk and anchovies and stuff, and then you would make an emulsion, and it would get really thick, and it would be an emulsified dressing. In this case, I want it to be kind of broken. I want it to kind of go into all the nooks and crannies of the salad and the mushrooms and all that. So I want it to be not quite as thick. So let's do the next step.
all right, so here is our romaine, and I'm going to add our these are our Caesar's Amanitas. Look really good. And then I'm going to, on top of that, I'm going to drizzle some of our dressing. Look at that, yeah. That's perfect. Just like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of our Parmesan cheese and put that on top. Here we go. And then to finish it off, I'm going to crumble some of these chiltepines on top. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect.
All right, now for the best part. I get to eat it. Actually, I don't know if that's the best part. Best part, I think, is going out and finding the mushrooms, but second best part is getting to eat them. There you have it. I call this my Southwestern Caesar Amanita Southwestern Caesar. Okay, anyway, let's try it. I'll try the mushroom first. Really good. Mushrooms are, like I said before, they have a delicate flavor, but they have the best texture, nice and crisp. That's what's great about this mushroom, that you can eat it as you can eat it raw. And I find that this mushroom, most of the time, is pretty bug-free until they get bigger, and then they get kind of buggy. But when they're young like this, I don't find any bugs in them at all, which that's a plus in my book. I don't know if I can eat this with a fork. I'm going to pick it up with my fingers. Try some of that dressing. So good. I love anchovies, so anything I can put anchovies in is a plus for me. But and that little bit of chiltepine takes it up a little bit, gives it that southwestern flair. That's really good. So Caesar's Amanita Caesar salad. I know that. I know that's kind of cheesy, but it is delicious. Yeah, it's really good. If I would have thought about it, I would have ate some croutons before I left, but I wasn't planning on cooking today. It was good bread. This bread's good too. Soak up that dressing. This is a great little treat. Normally I'm cooking out in the woods, and today I get to just throw something cold together. And today's a good day for it because it is a little bit warmer today, so have something refreshing is definitely a plus. Now these are the Caesar's Amanitas. This time of year, once the monsoons come out, they're pretty prolific. You usually see them everywhere, like in big groups and stuff. And right now, we had some great rain for a while. We had some great rain for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And now I don't think we're expecting any rain for a few days anyway. But once the rains come, the Caesar's Amanita just kind of pops up everywhere. and it's very common, and you'll be able to see it. It's really easy to spot. It's a bright yellow cap, not quite as conspicuous as the Amanita muscaria, but pretty darn close, and it is a beautiful mushroom. And it's fun to pick. But I think this works out really good. The Caesar salad, the Caesar dressing really tastes good with that too. Really good. Well, once again, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you following along with our adventures. And if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. That really helps us a lot, as well as any comments that you might have. I love reading comments in the comment section, and I definitely will respond to you. But all those things help the algorithm, they always say, because the more likes and subscriptions and views and comments, things like that, YouTube shares a video more and more, and then it can kind of snowball and get a lot more views. It gets sent out to as a suggestion to a lot more people. So I really appreciate it if you'd like or subscribe. There's one right there with chiltepin bean stuck to it. That one's a treat for me. Thanks again. And don't forget, be kind to each other. Bye-bye.